Hey guys, what's up? Today I was sharpening a bunch of chef knives for my wife's restaurant. Well, she's a manager at a restaurant. So there's a bunch of knives. They have been very abused and sharpened only with one of those pull-through carbide scrapers. There's nothing sharp at all about this. So anyways, very chipped up edge. And if you guys are watching this and aren't real privy to sharpening and stuff, those pull through sharpeners, they only feel like they work because they actually scrape off the good edge and leave behind a jagged mess. So those actual micro serrations that are really just torn steel, they will slice and they feel kind of sharp to the non-knife person, and in the kitchen they might even work. So I guess they would have their place, someone who just wants to pull through, but just know that you are ruining your knife. You're pulling off way more steel than you need to, and you're just really, really wrecking your edge. But anyways, I'm going to show you how I do it. This will be with a 180 ceramic belt on this Craftsman 2x42 grinder here. Grinder really doesn't matter so much. From what I've read, it's basically you've got to have good belts. I've got my water bucket, you can't see it right under here, so I've got to keep this edge cool, otherwise I'll ruin whatever temper is in this knife. I'm not even sure if they're good quality knives. Probably not, just whatever restaurant supply store had on sale or whatever. Alright, this is ready for the paper wheels. It's actually pretty sharp right now if I would just knock that burr off. So this edge was destroyed. Now it'd probably cut paper pretty well. This feels about like a factory Spyderco edge. Maybe if I buff this off with a leather belt, it would be just as sharp. Alright, so what we have are the paper wheels here. You guys have heard enough about them on my channel, but let's see them in use. This is the grit wheel. So I'm going to put some of this wax on it. I know you guys can't tell, but I'm going the lowest speed that my grinder will go. Now since this is a bigger blade, I'm not worried about heating this edge up. But a small pocket knife, you're going to have to worry about that. Make sure the knife stays cool because you don't want to ruin your temper. With the paper wheels, you do not want to use, a bucket of water like you would on the grinder. But just maybe take a few passes and let it cool off for a little bit, for a small pocket knife. Here's the polishing wheel. Here's the rouge. Move my lights. A good light's pretty important when you're sharpening because you've got to see what you're doing. And once you have your knife sharp and reprofiled to how you want it and you don't abuse it, this polishing wheel is all you're going to need to keep your knife up. If you're watching this channel, chances are that you'll be able to maintain your knife without removing much steel at all on this polishing wheel. So you can see what I'm doing is I'm putting a micro bevel on here. So where I was buffing the edge like this, these guys in this kitchen, they'll cut frozen blocks of soup and stuff in bags apart. So, So I'm going to make it a stronger edge. So what I do instead of buffing it here, I will angle it. Let's see if you can see. Instead of here, I will angle it out just a little bit and do a very light touch. That's buffing the very, very edge. And making it very strong at that edge. Let me go grab a piece of paper. And this has been out in the garage, so I'm not sure, it's kind of wet. This is right off the wheels. And I don't like to cut paper on my channel or brag or anything, but you can see. Nice little swoopy cuts. No problem. So this is very sharp right off these wheels. Push cutting. Push cutting wet paper sharp. I don't know if you can see that, but it's been out in this garage. In this humid North Carolina summer. So there it is. Alright, so I'm going to take it to the next level. So what I have is a 2x4 clamped onto my workbench here. This gives me a table that is right about navel high, right to my belly button. And it's a very comfortable position for me to sharpen my knife. So I put this right here. Now I have all the freedom to move around because I am off my workbench here. Spyderco 306 Ultra Fine. We'll just do a couple hand strokes. Just on the very micro bevel. This does not need to be a show edge. This just needs to be sharp for the guys at the restaurant. This is a very light touch. All the way from the heel to the tip. If this angle looks a little steep, it is, because I'm just hitting that micro bevel. I wouldn't even know what this is. I don't pay attention to bevel angles and stuff. I just do what I know I need to do. And again, this is pretty steep because these guys will cut frozen food with this. And that's why I love hand sharpening so much. You can feel the feedback and hear these sounds. My little crappy cell phone here, camera, is not going to pick up this sound or, the feeling in my hand. But I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, I could shave with that right now. But let's bring it to the next level. And it's just a Green Rouge strop from Knives Plus. So I usually go tip to heel. Stropping is very funny because I use pressure, but I don't use a lot of pressure. And then when I strop on that very micro bevel, I go really light. So I don't know if you can hear that. Probably not. That's the micro bevel being stropped. Alright, so again, does not need to be a show edge, but I can guarantee you this is very, very sharp. And very even and uniform. Sorry for the lighting. So I normally don't like to do this either, but let's see, just to prove a point here. Man, alright, here we go. See this? Yeah, of course you can't see that, but you can certainly see the bald spot there. So I'm not going to do, I don't shave my arm. I don't shave my legs either. I can tell when the knife bites on my nail with the knife's weight only, all the way down the edge, it is sharp. Sharp enough to shave. Definitely sharp enough for utility in a kitchen where it's going to be abused. Thank you so much for the interest in my channel, all the comments and everything. And I will catch you on the next one. See ya.